Hi, welcome to the Theme Park Trader Podcast with your hosts, Ryan and Dan.
Hello.
This week we are talking about your favourite theme park attractions.
I don't know why that reminded me of Matt Berry.
Yes! We're talking about some of your favourite attractions at theme parks, as we asked some of you your opinions of them earlier last week. And we're going to read some of them out, and we're also going to talk about ours as well, because why not? We've probably talked about it before, but we've not talked about your opinions before. And to be honest, the chances are our opinions have since changed.
Possibly.
They change every day for me anyway. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast.
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
So, should we talk about the elephant in the room? Or
The Bob-sized elephant.
The Bob-sized elephant in the room first, in the fact that he has deleted his Twitter.
Can we call that a rage quit?
I think we can call it a race
Yeah.
quit. Yeah, I just think that is. So for those of you that are unaware, I'm sure most of you are fully aware of what's going on. People started slating his interview, which we talked about last week.
Did we talk about it last week?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Where he basically said, having an IP is better than some nondescript coaster set in India, which Diz Twitter was like, he's referring to Everest. Maybe
I think he actually said India.
He did say India. They since edited the article.
Oh, have they?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
Because I was looking through it and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, so he basically, and everyone thought he meant Everest. And I think I made this point on another podcast where it was basically, well, I'm not being funny, but he's the CEO of Disney, right? Mm-hmm. Of all the non-IP coasters that come into my mind, I would probably say Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, the likes of those, and probably would enter my head before Everest.
Well, you're saying they're more nondescript than Everest.
Yeah. And also,
I agree.
What I think what he was referring to is more kind of like the more kind of pop-up lands that appear that are kind of themed to generic like locations in the world and have like coasters that don't really mean anything. I'm very confident that he's not referring to Joe Road's masterpiece of Everest, simply because he holds Joe Road in such high regard, and his whole team in such high regard. I don't think the CEO is just going to come out and slate one of his own attractions. I don't think that's what he meant by it.
I don't think he was necessarily meaning to slate them. I think he was trying to make the point that a ride based on an IP is a hell of a lot easier to market.
Which it is.
Than an original IP ride.
There's no getting around that.
Yeah.
It is.
I think that's what he was trying to say. He just didn't say it in a very good way.
Either that or the article didn't say it in a very good way.
Maybe. But yeah, I mean, I can see their point. It's good to the IP rides are good, but it's also good to have a mix of original rides at the same time. And you don't want them flooding the market full of.
I mean, original rides. I mean, a ride based on, I don't know, Iron Man is an original ride, is it not?
It's an original ride, yeah. I mean, I don't personally have a problem with IP rides. I think it's nice when you do see an original ride because they kind of, come up with the idea and really put a lot into it.
It is.
Assuming
It
they
is
do,
nice.
as long as they do put a lot into it and don't just fob it off because they need to fill a ride in.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see them, but am I more excited about going to see Galaxy's Edge than I am going to see some nondescript coaster
In India.
in India?
Maybe
Yeah.
he was talking literally about India.
Maybe, yeah. He thinks
Maybe.
India's one giant roller coaster ride. But yeah, I am. You know, and I'm not saying Everest here before everyone kicks off on Twitter.
Yeah.
But you know, let's use a great example in the UK, Alton Towers, that is not really themed to anything. Has a load of random coasters pop up. I don't think. I mean, Thorpe Park tried to theme their coaster to soar, but it's just a mess with no theming whatsoever. You know, there's no animatronics, nothing. There's just laziness. That is, an IP has much more of a draw than
Massively.
you know, Thunder Mountain, Haunted Mansion. No, it's not a coaster. Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, although it is now an IP, and Space Mountain. The likes of those, they've been around for such a long time that they are almost IPs in themselves.
Yeah, they have become IPs.
Everyone who, if you've never been to a Disney park before, chances are somebody at some point has mentioned the Haunted Mansion or Space Mountain or Big Thunder Mountain. Those two more so because they don't have a film attached to them, even though the film is bad. You've probably heard of those. They're classic theme park rides that have been around since the 70s. So they've been around for a long enough time for people to recognise the names of them. And I think if you suddenly release a new coaster now, general theme park guests, not Diz Twitter, general theme park guests probably aren't going to care as much as if it was an Iron Man coaster.
Yeah, I would agree.
And that's all he was trying to say.
Yeah, and I think... It's
in my
kind of,
opinion.
yeah, it's kind of... I know, I agree, and I think it's fair enough that if they're trying to make... You know, it's a business at the end of the day, and they're trying to make money, and they're trying to get in people into their parks. If they're trying to advertise a non-IP ride, it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah. I think that's all he was trying to get at.
Yeah.
I think obviously Diz Twitter sometimes can take things out of proportion.
What do you mean, Ron?
And he replied to somebody on Twitter saying that he loved Everest and you know he thinks it's great theming, etc., which he's never really done before.
Yeah.
So he got involved in his Twitter. He was obviously reading comments on Twitter, and then a couple of days ago, during the week, he put out a tweet that said something like.
It was about the Captain Marvel trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that
he was
released.
Yeah, he was just like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be a great movie. I think it's going to be so great that I'm going to launch 50 theme park attractions.
Yeah,
and
a Captain Marvel land.
a Captain Marvel land with 50 rides, and it was
restaurants, shops,
yeah,
something else.
And I thought it was absolutely brilliant. At first I thought it was a fake account, and then I thought it was actually him, and I actually was just like, you know what, fair play to him.
Yeah.
And people were saying, "Oh, how could the CEO, lose his cool like that?"
I don't think he was losing his cool. I think he was having a bit of fun.
He was having a joke. Well, it was clearly a joke. What I found funny was that some of the people in the comments who didn't know it was a joke were just like, "Oh, that's a great idea, Bob. We'd love to see a Captain Marvel land." It's like nobody talks like that. The CEO of Disney does not talk like, "Yeah, I think we should build a land with 50 rides and 50 restaurants." Like, I think he's quite a clever businessman who isn't going to talk like that if he's being serious. So I just thought the whole thing was hilarious. And what's a shame is that Diz Twitter have pretty much driven the CEO of Disney off of Twitter.
I don't know what triggered him to delete his account. Well, presumably he hasn't deleted it. It's just inactive or whatever.
He's deleted it, I think.
Has he?
Yeah.
Well, somebody could take the username.
Yeah, they probably could.
Robert Iger.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
That's the thing, unless he has deactivated it, and then presumably you keep your, I don't know.
Possibly, yeah. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. Just with a Photoshop picture of him wearing a t-shirt that says nondescript coaster, brackets, not Everest. That'd be brilliant.
Get those t-shirts made up.
We should totally...
coaster.
I'm going to get that t-shirt made up for my
Just
trip.
With, I love nondescript coaster, based in India.
Oh man, we should create a little store because people would buy those t-shirts right now.
They would.
Oh, we should have jumped on that.
Yeah, there's still time.
There is still time.
Doesn't even need to be just text.
Yeah,
just text.
Just text. I love nondescript coasters.
Based in India.
I might spend the afternoon doing that now.
Yeah, you could make them for like all the I love nondescript coaster, or I'm trying to think of how you describe
Everest is my favourite nondescript coaster.
I love nondescript coaster based in space.
Yeah, exactly. I might do this afternoon. I might because there's like the t-shirt stores that you can just create your own things, isn't there? I might do that.
That's good. That'd be good.
I'm actually tempted.
Yeah.
Even if it sells nothing, it'd be funny. So we are going to be talking about some of your favourite theme park attractions today. We asked this on Facebook, and we just said we want to hear your favourite ride at any theme park and why. And we said the best responses would make their way into the podcast. However, most, if not all, of the responses that we got are probably going to make their way in because they're already good. So thank you everyone that responded. So we're going to read through them. Let's start with Christopher.
Okay.
Don't know why I said that. Rock and Roller Coaster in Florida. We were on honeymoon in 1999 and we snuck in as a soft opening. My wife doesn't like... does make... Why are you laughing?
There isn't.
I think there's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't like outdoor coasters, but she'll always come on this with me. We're back this year for our 20th anniversary.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, Rock and Roller Coaster is a great one. It really is a great one.
I don't know how many times I should to say this, but we literally come off of a recording. The customer is always weird, straight into this, which is why since we started recording that show, this show has got slightly dirtier.
Don't know what you mean, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Rock and Roller Coaster is a great one. I think it was probably one of the first big track rides that I went on because I wasn't keen on like big track rides, and then we went on Rock and Roller Coaster because it was in the dark and because it was inside.
Yeah, I would have liked that to have been my first coaster,
right?
But it was Kraken.
What in
SeaWorld, which is outside, and you can see everything. I went pale. I'm shaking. I'm sweating. I loved it, but yeah, that was a weird first coaster to go on.
Yeah,
it's quite an intense first coaster.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm pretty sure my first big one would have been Rock and Roller Coaster, and then not long after that, I think it went on. It's not Nemesis Inferno. It's the other one in Thorpe Park. Basically, it's got a seven loop corkscrew.
Yeah.
So that was fun. That was like my second big coaster. So going from Rock and Roller Coaster, which has got like a loop and a corkscrew, to a 7...
Colossus?
Yes. Colossus, I think.
I think it's Colossus.
I think... Yes, it is Colossus.
Colossus.
You can see it there. Yeah.
I think... Imagine going back to 99 and going on that just before it's officially open, though. I mean, what an experience that would be.
Yeah.
That's amazing. When Aerosmith were back, almost in their prime. I mean, was Steve Tyler ever in prime? He's always looked a bit like a homeless guy, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's a good description. Yeah, I mean, that'd be amazing when it's to do the soft opening for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's such a... I mean, it's still a good ride today.
It's still brilliant.
But the theming...
Yeah.
The theming is a little bit ropey these days.
Get rid of. I think they do need to get rid of Aerosmith now.
Yeah, I think the reskin in the Paris one to Iron Man is a great reskin. It's
perfect.
Prime, yeah, it's absolutely perfect for an Iron Man ride.
So thanks, Chris, and yeah, I mean, what a memory to have on your honeymoon as well. And he's going back for their 20th anniversary this year.
Oh, this year is it? Right.
Yes, 2019.
What's he going to soft open? I'm just saying. What's he going to what ride is he going to soft open?
No, you didn't.
You made that.
You didn't.
Yeah, well, that's what
you
I
started
meant.
by saying, "What's he going to soft open this time?"
What's wrong?
That's not.
You made that dirty, Ryan. You made that dirty, not me.
You failed to mention any attraction. You said all I was going to say is what attraction. It's not what you said, though, is it?
That's what I meant.
Oh dear, sorry, Chris.
Well, you did that one.
Yeah, I did do that one. Yeah.
But yeah, are there any ones that you can ride?
Depends what time of year he's going. You've got the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yeah, that's difficult to say.
I don't know if I can't remember the official title of the ride.
I can't remember.
You've got the Harry Potter coaster.
Yeah.
And depending on whether Disney can do it or not, it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's not happening, is it?
No,
it's not happening.
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that I can either the Mickey's Railway, whatever it's called, or the Harry Potter one are both either going to be open or soft.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, that'd be good.
But I don't know.
We'll
see.
If not, we might be going early next year anyway.
Yeah. Possibly.
Depends when they announce Star Wars is opening. So Nick says, okay, I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to rides, but I would have to say it's a toss-up between Rock and Roller Coaster at Disneyland Paris or Spider-Man Islands of Adventure.
I prefer the Rock and Roller Coaster in Florida.
I do
Paris.
as well, yeah.
I think the Paris one is a bit... I don't know. I wouldn't say more intense, but it's a bit more...
French.
Yeah, I'll go with that. A bit more French.
Rock and Roller Coaster is the best coaster I've been on. I finally did Hulk in 2017, but just think the music swings it for me. However, speaking about swinging, there's nothing else like Spider-Man. Well, that's not true. Transformers is a clone of it next door. It was a game changer 19 years ago. It still holds up, and nothing has surpassed it. Honourable mentions to Curse of the Mummy and Jaws at Universal Studios Florida, and to Confrontation, the ride I will ever say is the one that got away from me.
Forever.
I think Spider-Man is definitely up there for me as well.
Yeah, Transformers is a rinse and repeat pretty much.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you have to choose between the two, I'd go Spider-Man just for the stories better.
Definitely, and that when they updated the CGI on it a few years ago, it really does look great now. I mean, it didn't look bad before, but it's still such an incredible ride. But yeah, I think so. So a joint toss-up between Rock and Roller Coaster, Disneyland Paris, or Spider-Man. So Rock and Roller Coaster, okay, slightly different rides, I guess, but it's got 2 votes.
2 votes, yeah.
2 votes so far.
Spider-Man. I mean, they're pretty much the same.
They are
the
pretty
Paris
much the same.
one is I don't know what it is about it. It's something slightly different, but the actual track is pretty much the same. I think.
Just be honest and say you don't like the French. You're British.
All
We're
French.
the only acceptable nation that's
to be able
fine.
to say that.
Yeah, exactly.
The Mummy's a good honourable mention as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
great
Confrontation. From memory, I didn't really like that.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I can't really remember it too much. What was the other one? Oh, Jaws. Yeah, Jaws was good.
I don't know. I mean, there's a campaign on Twitter going at the minute,
Right?
by someone that is tweeting Universal every day from a Jaws account until they bring back Jaws. It's not happening. You look at that attraction now, and it's terrible.
The problem I had, I think, the problem I had with it was because I was very young, and so I was scared of it. I didn't like it from that element.
Yeah, I do remember being scared of it as a kid.
But I think if it was out these days, I think I would enjoy it.
Yeah, so I went on it shortly before it closed, and it just looked awful. The acting was awful. The animatronics were. I mean, if you can call them animatronic,
They could have done with updating them though. That's what they.
If they updated them and made it a bit more intense,
Yeah,
I think
it would have made a better ride than E.T.
Yeah, I think if they
had to keep one of the old rides, I think it would have made a better ride.
If they'd replaced the actor with an automated thing, and they'd replaced all the animatronics with decent sharks that actually looked scary, I think that might have been a game changer. But people, bringing it back in its old / current form, it just doesn't work in 2019. It's not a ride that really stands up.
They would have to reboot it, I think.
Yeah.
Make it, if anything, a bit more realistic, a bit more scarier.
Yeah.
I think
so. So we went on to ask Nick, how did he feel about the Iron Man change for Rock and Roller Coaster? And he said he went on Rock and Roller Coaster back in December, and it's still smooth as silk, yet thrilling. And he loves the soundtrack. But kids do not know who Aerosmith are. The deal was signed for MGM back in 1998 for 2 reasons. First, the Rolling Stones priced them out, and secondly, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing was one of the biggest hits of the year, and from a Disney movie. Now we're getting Iron Man and AC/DC. Count me in. I don't think AC/DC has actually been confirmed.
Right. I mean, I guess it would make sense.
It would make sense. I have a feeling.
Weirdly, they're older than Rock and Roller than Aerosmith.
I don't think personally. I'm not convinced that they'll attach another band to it.
No, you reckon they'll just keep it generic?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah.
But maybe they won't. Do you reckon they use Back in Black?
They might use Back in Black. Yeah. I mean, everyone loves that song.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't necessarily be tied to the band, would it?
Exactly.
It's just generic music, and potentially they can change that whenever they want.
Yeah.
When they've got the entire ride themed on Aerosmith, they can't exactly change it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think he's right, and I think we've said spot on. We've said it before as well. Kids don't really know who Aerosmith are. They don't care who Aerosmith are. I mean, Aerosmith is now pretty much a nondescript coaster set in Hollywood, isn't it? It's
yeah.
Yes, it's bringing it full set.
Another T-shirt. I love my nondescript music-based coaster.
Exactly. So Josh says, I love Tower of Terror because it's just it just is a thrill attraction. The whole theming of the attraction is also awesome. I can't do a Disney trip without it. I think Tower of Terror is definitely up there in terms of some of the best theming at any Disney park.
Absolutely, in like every way, isn't it? The queue, the actual ride itself, the building, the staff are just amazing in there. Like,
they are brilliant.
You know, their outfits are insane. Yeah. And then the when you're actually in the ride, when they sort of give you these dead stares and all this sort of stuff. It's just amazing, isn't it? They must have great fun doing that.
Oh, absolutely. It's so good. I mean, the theming of that, and I think there's somebody else that goes into even more detail on why a little bit later, is just brilliant. It is so good.
Yeah.
It's not to say that Guardians isn't great in California, but I think the they just nailed the kind of era and the theme of that attraction so well. Lenny says he split it out by parks.
Okay.
Magic Kingdom, Pirates and Haunted Mansion, Epcot, Frozen and Soarin'.
Frozen, okay.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios, Star Tours, Animal Kingdom, Flight of Passage and Dinosaur, and Universal Studios, Spider-Man and Popeye.
Popeye's not a bold choice as well.
So I think the ones that really stand out as being quite bold for me are Popeye and Frozen.
And even to some degree, Star Tours.
Oh, I love Star Tours. I think it's brilliant. If you get back row on Star Tours, you're having a good time.
But I think they're personally, I think there are better rides in Hollywood Studios than Star Tours. I mean, the new Star Wars rides may well soar to the top.
Oh, I think they probably will.
But
well,
yeah.
I think the First Order attraction sounds like it's going to be better than the Falcon one. Sounds like that's using newer tech.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a car kind of thing, aren't you?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the Ratatouille sort of.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it might be like that.
Yeah. But yeah, that could be, and I don't know. The Falcon one could be good. I mean,
it depends.
It's
Because like if I'm, because you've got like I think it's what is it like six people? If I'm at the back, if I'm at the back, just flipping a few switches to like control navigation or whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to be at the front steering the ship.
Yeah, but that's kind of like I suppose Mission Space. You're at the front, really, aren't you? But it's kind of like a crossover between Mission Space and Star Tours.
It does seem a bit like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which kind of feels like a little bit of a cop out.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're working on the fact that people want to fly the Millennium Falcon.
I'm not convinced people do.
It's not a massive.
I think older Star Wars fans for sure.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's quite a boring.
I mean, maybe kids would want to, but I don't know. Is it like? I would.
I mean, I guess it's consistently been in most movies.
I mean, I guess these days people who were have watched all the originals and that sort of thing. The Millennium Falcon has kind of its own. Not personality, but it's got its own like backstory and its own draw.
Yeah.
If like young kids growing up today watch the new films, I don't know if it's got that nostalgic feel.
No, I don't think so.
No.
And I guess it's quite a boring looking ship.
Yeah.
There's more exciting ships to fly, I would say. Personally, I would have preferred to fly Boba Fett's ship.
Yeah.
Or
cool.
Jango Fett's ship.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, especially dropping those bombs. Just like boom, boom. That's the best Star Wars sound ever, isn't it?
Yeah. Or the things hitting the
shield.
Yeah.
In episode 1.
Yeah. What are they called? Gungans.
Yeah.
The Gungan shields. That's a good sound.
That's so good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell we did not create the sound effects for those movies. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the one I found most interesting and surprising is Popeye.
Yes,
I think that's a really interesting choice.
Which is he talking about? The bilge barge rats?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
good water ride.
Water ride, yeah.
But it's unusual for a water ride to come up in conversations like this.
Yeah.
But great. I mean, I think everyone's different, and I think it was really good to see some different results from asking this question. You don't often see Frozen and Popeye come up in favourite attractions, and even Dinosaur to a certain extent, which I completely agree with. I think dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs.
It's a good ride. Yeah.
And that's all that needs to be said, Dan. That's all that needs to be said.
I won't go any further.
Craig says Haunted Mansion in Magic Kingdom, closely followed by the Paris one. It's because it's creepy enough to worry you, but you can take babies on it. Some stunning work in there.
Story of Craig's life.
Yeah. Some stunning work in there that even now has me finding new things to see. Love going on it with my girls because the eldest is terrified and the youngest howls with laughter. And that's brilliant.
That's amazing, yeah.
I mean, Haunted Mansion is an absolutely incredible ride.
Yeah.
The theming, I think, slightly edges ahead of Tower of Terror for me. I just think it's perfect. The Imagineers in that attraction have done such an incredible job, and I really want to go on the one in California, the original.
Right, yeah. I think the theming, it's on par with, I would have said, with Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
They're both fantastic, aren't they? And again, it's another one where the staff, the cast members get into it.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, I mean, and Haunted Mansion has consistently come at the top of polls, doesn't it, for best?
Yeah, almost
best
every
ride.
year. Every year.
Yeah.
Mercedes says, this is such a tough one. I absolutely love the Hogwarts attraction in Universal's Islands of Adventure, Orlando, so that's definitely up there. I think the Hollywood Tower of Terror in Disneyland Paris would probably make an appearance in my top list too. So I think, the Hogwarts attraction in Islands of Adventure, which is Forbidden Journey, is fantastic. And I think when you look at the theming of that, it's very... I mean, Universal really upped that game with the introduction of Disney World.
They massively did, didn't they? But, yeah, I mean... But it's not necessarily just the ride, is it? It's the whole Hogsmeade
area, yeah.
It's fantastic. I think, for me, one of the disappointing things about the not Escape from Gringotts. Forbidden Journey is when they get you to take that picture.
Oh, with the Dementors?
I don't know what it's with. When you're in the queue and then they get you to take a picture.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant in the ride. Yeah, that's awful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just it's kind of takes you out of it a little bit.
No, that's in Gringotts, isn't it?
I thought they did it in both.
Oh, do they? I haven't seen it in Forbidden Journey. Maybe they don't do it anymore.
I can't remember now. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. But whichever one it is, it kind of takes you out.
They used to do that in Spider-Man as well.
Did they?
And it's like, I'm not buying this.
Yeah.
So why are you wasting your time?
Yeah,
like, introduce a ride photo and save yourself some problems, and also hiring unnecessary stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm really excited to go on this attraction. I'm not excited to take a photo with you for no reason.
If you're going to do that, make it a separate thing.
Yeah.
Completely out of, because then because they're not wasting their time then on people that aren't going to buy the photos. If you go into that thing expecting to buy the photo,
well, why not do a meet and greet with Death Eaters or something like, or an animatronic Buckbeak?
Yeah, that'd be interesting actually, because they've done they introduced the Raptor, didn't they, into Islands?
Yeah.
And they could do a similar thing with the Dementor, couldn't they?
Yeah, Dementor or Buckbeak.
They could have this thing coming out of the wall, a Dementor coming out of the wall or something, and you get your photo taken.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like that. Well, I wouldn't. I'd poop myself. And also, Disneyland Paris version of Tower of Terror is interesting. It's, in my opinion, I mean, the theming is still fantastic. I can't deny that.
Yeah.
It's not quite as good as the one in Florida.
Yeah,
it's different. It is a different attraction because it's got different parts to it, and I don't believe you move. Do you move forward?
No,
you don't, do you?
No.
So it's missing that huge part of the ride.
Yeah,
but I do like it.
Yeah, I do. It's funny, isn't it? It's not a huge part, but it is a huge part.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like, you wouldn't think it would make much difference, but it does make it feel different, doesn't it?
Yeah, there is a slightly different scene that they use in there. But yeah, it does miss that part where the whole attraction moves forwards, which is
just adds something to it.
It's incredible when you think like it's an attraction that it's been around for years, really, before it was even released, where it's a basic drop ride, and then Disney just throw that into it, and it's like, whoa, this is ridiculous. So Scott says, my favourite has to be Tower of Terror, purely for the fact I used to watch repeats of Twilight Zone with my dad as a kid and loved it, so the theming of the ride and all the little Easter eggs throughout the queue line relating to the series makes it the top ride for me.
It's got quite a few mentions, isn't it? Tower of Terror.
Yeah, I think so. It's probably the one with the most mentions, and I think I do agree with Scott in the fact that I've seen a lot of the classic Tower of Terror, Twilight Zone episodes, and there's lots of little Easter eggs in there from the actual show itself.
Right.
Obviously, the story for Tower of Terror they created from scratch, but all of the little props and things that they've recreated from some of the episodes of the TV show and put them into the attraction, I think is a really nice touch, which they didn't have to do.
No, they could have easily gotten away with it, couldn't they?
Yeah, so I think that's really cool. Simon,
Back in the days when Disney,
when they cared,
gave 110%.
Yeah, not like Toy Story Land, which is
No.
now currently falling apart. Simon says, "Hi guys, I have 2 favourite rides. I can't decide which is better, so I split them up into UK and worldwide. Best UK ride has to be Icon at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. To have a double launch roller coaster within an hour's drive from my home is awesome. The launches are great, the airtime you get on this coaster is fantastic. It is by far the smoothest roller coaster in the UK for me. It's that awesome I bought a season pass for the Pleasure Beach because of that one coaster. Now for the worldwide one, my favourite ride is an unpopular park for some, but I think it has some of the best roller coasters in Orlando. If you know the area, SeaWorld has some of the best coasters in Orlando and no park can beat them except Busch Gardens. That's in Tampa. Back to the ride, it has to be the newest coaster there, Mako. What's not to like? It's high, it's fast, and the airtime, oh my god. I feel like I'm going to fall out of it and I love it. The views from the top are great, the speed, the height and the air you get are fantastic. It is the best coaster in Orlando. This may change later this year when I get to try all the new coasters and rides that open this year." I think...
You know you were about to say something, you had your mouth open.
I always just look like a dunce. That's,
It's just your go-to look.
Icon I've heard great things about, actually.
Right.
I do want to go to... I mean, it's crazy to say that I want to go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but I have heard very good things about Icon, so I can't comment on whether it's good or not, because we haven't been there.
I don't think I've ever been to Blackpool, I don't think.
No, I don't think I have either. But we'll definitely be up for trying that. And Mako is... I don't know, have you been on Mako?
I haven't been on Mako because I haven't been to SeaWorld for a long, long time.
It'd be worth revisiting at some point. I mean, the tickets are pretty much giving them away now.
Yeah, I mean, we don't often go to SeaWorld. It probably won't be this trip either because it's a slightly shorter trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we had like a bit longer time, we'd probably go there.
Yeah, I think Mako is really, really good. Actually, it is super fast. It is really tall.
Yeah.
And you do feel like you're coming out of your seat. Which is good. Like it's a good thrill ride.
Okay, I'll take that as a good thing.
So
yeah, they were like, when they were designing it, they was like, "Oh, this seems unsafe." Yeah, but people are gonna love it.
People
it's fine.
love it.
It's fine. Nobody's fallen out yet.
I think we went on it 4 times in a row.
Really?
Maybe 3 times in a row. I think it might be 3. It was my parents, my sister, me, and Donna.
Right.
We went on it twice in a row, and then I don't think anyone else wanted to do it again. I mean, my dad was like, "Oh, let's just go one time. There's no wait." And the last time we got back row.
Right.
Squeaky bum time. Because every other one, you come up your seat a little bit. But back row, oh my god. When you go over the top and you go straight down, it's like, Jesus. It's great though. It's a really, really good ride. Sam says, "I adore Space Mountain and the nondescript coaster." Oh no, he doesn't say nondescript coaster. And Everest. Space Mountain for the thrill of the darkness, for what I'm sure if the house lights were on would be scary in a totally different way. Yeah, I've seen it with the house lights on, and it is. In the dark, not knowing the track and where you're going is awesome. But Everest is a master of theming and creating a story. Everything we love about Disney parks. You could spend hours in that line looking at all the story beats, the Easter eggs, the details. I cannot wait to go back. If only the Yeti worked.
Yeah. It's another one that's fantastically themed, isn't it?
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah. I mean, Joe Rhodes did not drop the ball. I suppose he did drop the ball in that one by designing a coaster that's structurally unsafe. But it is brilliant. Like the way that attraction is themed is very, very good. And Space Mountain, I love. I think for the same reasons. When in light, that coaster would be awful. But in the darkness, when you don't know where you're going and you are getting jerked around a lot, I especially like sitting at the back. It's my favourite seat in Space Mountain. It's where you get the most injury. And
anywhere you get most hurt is where you like to be, right? Isn't it?
I really do like it at the back. It's brilliant. And even you, I think, thought it was all right last year.
Yeah, I mean,
we went on it twice, didn't we?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more than I have done before. And I couldn't remember, at the time after we rode it, I was like, am I thinking of the same ride? Because I definitely didn't when we went on it before.
You weren't thinking about the Paris one, because that one gives me a headache every time I go on it.
I don't think I've. Well, when we went in 2015, it wasn't open.
It wasn't open, yeah.
And then we went on it I went on it last year with my family, and we enjoyed it.
Right,
but obviously it's a different kind of ride to...
Massively different,
Because that was the first time my parents had been to Disneyland Paris. And the first time I had been was in 2015, and it wasn't working.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we did go on it in Florida, and we didn't enjoy it. But I really enjoyed it when we went in October.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's really, really good. So those are some of the comments that we got. Tower of Terror seemed to come out on top there.
Yeah, was that the last one?
I think so. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think Tower of Terror came out on top. But what about ours? Our favourite. I mean, this does change day to day.
Yeah, pretty much. Doesn't
maybe
it?
every hour.
I mean, granted, new rides come out every year, but
yeah, I think Flight of Passage we were talking about before this episode is a fantastic ride, really, really good.
Yeah,
but it's not my favourite.
No,
which is weird because it's probably the best ride at Disney World at the minute. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's my favourite.
No, I know what you mean. It is one of the if not the best rides. But yeah, it's not my favourite either.
I'm gonna say my favourite is, or one of my favourites that I'm choosing today is the Haunted Mansion.
Right. Okay.
And that was a real tough choice between that and Pirates of the Caribbean, and even to some extent Spaceship Earth.
Right. Okay.
All for the same reason why they're in my top 3, top 5 is because when I go on them, I'm in Disney.
Yeah.
And I'm on holiday. There's not many attractions that do that for me. A Tower of Terror, I appreciate for what it is, but it doesn't make me feel like I'm in Disney necessarily. I think when I go on Haunted Mansion, and Easter eggs and all the attention to detail aside, it is a classic Disney attraction that I have been riding, since when I was man enough to not be scared of it, since I was a kid, and same with Pirates.
1980.
27. Since I was a kid as well, Pirates I've been going on since I was very, very small. And it's just one of those attractions that you think of Disney, you think of Magic Kingdom, and you think of either Pirates or Haunted. And I don't think there's many other attractions that do that. And that's why, since being older now, Haunted Mansion I appreciate for all of the attention to detail that the Imagineers put into it. And there's a reason that it comes top of the polls almost every year of favourite attractions, and that's because the attention to detail is fantastic. They're always adding little improvements to it as well. And what other ride do you have about 70 to 80% of people literally talking word for word in the circular room?
That's very true.
There are no windows and no doors. You always have that.
Yeah, every time.
Every time. There's never not a person doing that.
Yeah.
Donald and I are trying to do it quietly because I think I do.
You don't want to.
If someone's going on it for the first time, I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
For those people, so we try and kind of just whisper it to each other.
I just had this vision of like a weirdly, like creepily seductive. Like,
there are no windows and no doors.
So you just take it in turns. Who's doing the whispering?
The room's actually completely quiet, and people can just hear us doing that. So that's the reason for me why it's there. I think the effects still are so good.
Yeah.
Despite some of them being years and years old. The whole reverse kind of mirror thing with the ballroom is just brilliant.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's still so good. And just going back to some of our earlier episodes, where we chatted to one of the guys who actually worked on that attraction, at least maintaining it, not actually building it, saying one of his stories was that he found a bullet hole in the actual glass and they had to replace the glass. Just goes to show how far Disney has come in all of these years. Apart from the guy that the 5 security guards wrestled to the floor in Hollywood Studios yesterday. That was quite amusing.
What was that? I didn't see that.
Oh, it's brilliant. He's like swearing and going crazy.
Really?
He looks like an absolute nut job. I don't know what the story behind it is, but it's ridiculous.
Is it outside the Baseline Tap House?
Well, no, it's not. It's on the long walkway into the park from the parking lot. Maybe he's just outraged by how Disney have implemented that, because it is ridiculous, isn't it? You have to walk like 3 miles to get to the buses or cars.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And it's such a funnel. If you're leaving the park, he wasn't leaving, it's the middle of the day. But if you're leaving the park, it was mental, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, completely.
So yeah, that's probably mine. How about yours?
Nice. I mean, I struggled to pick struggled to pick my favourite. There's quite a few honourable mentions there. But I would probably say one that hasn't been mentioned so far is probably Midway Mania.
Yeah, see, I knew you were going to say that, and that's not just because we had this conversation before we started recording. But it is often one that you talk about in high regard.
I mean, it's like the rest of my family as well. Actually, no, saying that, not the rest of my family, just my mum. Actually, my dad doesn't care for it much. You know, he doesn't care for it either way, basically.
Because he loses every time.
Yeah, he does. But you know, I'm just maybe it's my favourite because I always win.
You didn't beat me though.
Well, no, I didn't beat you. I had an off day. But yeah, I think it's it's Toy Story. I love Toy Story. I've grown up with Toy Story.
Yeah.
And it's just such a different kind of attraction, really.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
It's kind of you. Before Toy Story Land, it was like amazingly themed to Toy Story. You walk in and you're like all these like massive, really old toys that I'm not familiar with because some of them are from like the 60s and 70s, whatever. But you can appreciate them nonetheless. And the way they've kind of blown it up to make you feel like a toy almost thing. It's just fantastic. And then as I say, it's just such a different kind of ride. I love those sort of shooting rides, but this is something completely different.
Oh, it's a whole different level, isn't it?
Yeah, and you've got so many different, like, literally levels of games that you play, and they're all sort of slightly different. You got
they're all pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're great fun. It does hurt my hand after a while.
Oh yeah, like if you, I mean, like
you really go for it.
Like we're very similar in that we don't like to lose.
No,
so we're literally going for it the entire time.
Yeah. But yeah, for me that's just such a great attraction. I think it probably with the Toy Story link it really helps.
Yeah.
Given that I'm such a big fan of Toy Story.
I wouldn't complain if Disney introduced another ride like that.
No, absolutely not.
Far from it. I think it's such a good ride.
Yeah.
It's definitely. I don't know why it doesn't make it into the top list for me because it is. I completely agree with all of your points. It is an absolutely brilliant ride, and it's one of the rides I could ride 5-6 times in a row. No problem at all. Well, apart from I might get some kind of injury in my hand.
Come out, your hand's just like floppy.
Exactly. But other than that, it's really, really good. It's so fun to play. I'm wondering if they're going to slightly update it with Toy Story 4.
Maybe.
Because they did for Toy Story 3.
Right, okay.
But this is Disney in 2019, so probably not. But yeah, I agree. It's such a good ride.
Yeah. But yeah, I think some honourable mentions have got to be Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror is definitely, one.
Yeah. The Mummy, Revenge of the Mummy, obviously Nick mentioned it. As an honourable mention. That's a fantastic ride. It's probably my favourite ride in Universal Studios.
Yeah. Spider-Man, I agree with Nick. It's right up there for me. I mean, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I've read the comics since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So that Universal absolutely nailed it. Before, it was kind of before the 3D trend really kicked into gear at Universal. So I think I still appreciate that for what it is. So that's definitely up there for me.
Yeah. I think one as well, Big Thunder, but in Paris.
Oh, Big Thunder in Paris is fantastic.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Phantom Manor in Paris was great. It'd be interesting to see what it's like when it reopens. Yeah. Hopefully later this year, we'll see.
Yeah. Because they've got the scene with the bride as well on the stairs. That looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, there's loads of obviously great attractions.
Yeah, there's so many to mention, isn't there?
Yeah.
So we've distinctly avoided the UK parks.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Although I've not been to Alton Towers before, I've mentioned it before, but I'm going there this year.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of them will make it into my top list, but I'm looking forward to going and seeing what it's like.
Seeing some nondescript coasters.
Yeah, seeing lots of nondescript coasters
in England.
Yeah. So thank you very much for listening. If you have any favourite rides that we didn't mention, you can let us know on the socials. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all of the others. Our username is Theme Park Trader. We're also on our website, themeparktrader.com, where you can find guides, all of our other podcasts, and more fun things. And also, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. It helps to build our podcast and get more lovely listeners. Yay! We're on Twitter as well, at RyanOggs for me, and Dan is...
Yep, Scrooby Online, SCRWBY Online.
And thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next week.
Ah, there you are. And just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.